What's up, everybody? I know it's been a while since I made a video. So I've been watching TV recently, a little more than usual. Actually, been watching videos a little more than usual. Still keeping up with my reading. And it's funny. So I taught paramedics for a long time, and I had to put them under a lot of pressure to get them to do what I wanted them to do, especially when they didn't have those skills. And as I watch the Biden administration and I watch our government dysfunctionally function, I find it very fascinating because I remember teaching people, and I remember actually putting them under enough pressure that they would get that glazed over look, right? You know what I mean? Like you ask someone a question that they don't know the answer to, or they never thought about it, and all of a sudden there's like an explosion in their brain and they are the deer in the headlights. And then they start just coming up with whatever answers they can come up with. So my paramedic students, when I would do this to them, and I would do it specifically to put them under pressure, so I would find something they did wrong, and then I would exploit that mistake to get them to learn that that's not how you're supposed to do that, right? So it's a learning tool. But the funny part is they would all do the same thing. So first, they would become uncomfortable, and then they would start to sweat, and then they would start going faster and faster and faster. And eventually they would throw the kitchen sink at the patient who was dying anyways in the scenario. And they would have to go back into ACLS and perform that skill. In which case the scenario would stop and we would go over where they disintegrated. So I've heard it termed before analysis paralysis. So we can call it analysis paralysis. We can call it, there was a book by Amanda Ripley where she referred to it as task saturation, which is a military fighter pilot term that they use when there's so much data coming in and they don't have an answer and the pilot freezes, and that's the majority of what causes pilot error. So if you want to know what's going on with your government right now, it is called analysis paralysis or task saturation. Unfortunately, we have put people who do not know how to operate under pressure, have never had to make real decisions when things are going bad because they've always been catered to, or there's been someone to save them, into positions where they have to make real decisions, and people's lives, their livelihoods, their jobs, and the internal function of government is on the line, and it's coming apart. So, I believe it was said, people will rise to the occasion, but the truth is, people will fall to their level of preparation and training. These people are not prepared. I don't care how many degrees they have. I don't care how many certifications they have. They are not prepared, and they are falling to their level of unpreparedness. And what they're doing is they're trying to come up with either misdirections because they don't want to be wrong, and that's their arrogance, or they're so terrified that they don't know what to do and they don't have any solutions. And if they go ask anyone, it's going to come out that they are completely and utterly incompetent. I don't know how long our country can last with this. We're only 10 months in. But I would venture to say if something does not happen quickly, the United States of America that we know in 40 months will be something closer to what we used to see movies about in Russia, where there was no food and nothing. In case anyone ever asked the question, like, how much is it gonna take before the people stand up? The answer is probably going to be, as it's been repeated in history, when the food runs out, the people will have had enough. I don't foresee the people getting angry enough until the food runs out. God bless you guys, and have a good day.